Afternoon YouTube. In this video we'll be looking at what should I ask the spirit world. So as always, I've recently run a workshop, and I love running the workshops, but all the time the students that walk through the door of that building, they tend to have the same questions. They tend to have the same kind of build up and relationship with that spirit world. And many are surprised when you highlight or you demonstrate in some way that it's communication. And what does communication involve? It involves me asking you and you asking me, and answering respectively there. So, and a lot of development doesn't seem to contain that for some reason. I don't know why we believe that, and I'm no different. It took me a while to sort of get the gist of that, and I realised, looking back on my own journey, what it was that I was doing and what the people surrounding me in development was doing. And we kind of go to the spirit world, and we kind of stop, and we raise our vibration, and we move our intent, and we do all that kind of stuff. You know, some of you will be crossing rainbow bridges, and through the smoke will appear said person, you know, all of that stuff. And then you realise it's just the intent that needs to go there. But what I realised we're all doing is we're kind of going up to the spirit world, and we're kind of waiting at the door, you know, as a visual for you to understand. So I'm at the spirit world door, and we kind of knock. We knock on the door and we wait, and we're kind of just waiting. And then the door opens and someone answers the door. That may be someone's mum or someone's dad or whoever's there to communicate or be waiting. And then that's it. It's like you stand there and just stare. You just stare at them and you wait. And you're waiting for them to tell you something. And the reality is that they're waiting there for you to ask them a question. And so it's like, I always see the students and I always go, well, what did you ask them? You know, it's like, if you're aware of someone there, what is it that you're asking them? They go, I don't know. I don't know what to ask them. I don't know what to say. I'm waiting for them to tell me something. Now just try to imagine for a moment that while you're watching this video, your front door goes. And that would be freaky if it did just go, wouldn't it? Anyway, so your front door goes. So you go to the front door and you open the front door, and there's a man stood at the front door. You open the door and you look at each other. How awkward would that be if none of you said anything? How awkward would that be? Just try and imagine that for just a moment. And that is exactly what you're doing with the spirit world. So that is why teachers for many years have tried to go in with a set format. Formats I kind of don't agree with, but they're absolutely fabulous tools to get you in the understanding that this is a communication. And so in that process of showing you that you can ask them this or you can do that, and you're learning without realizing you're learning by this communication skill. The trouble is, it never moves beyond the format because it's comfortable and you're getting some answers and it's not really going anywhere. And so that's where the problem begins, or the stagnation kind of in your mediumship will stay there. So for example, if I just move to this side, I'll list them down the side here with what we usually ask them. So here we'll ask for their sex, and then here we'll ask them for their age, and then here we'll ask them for their passing. Here we'll do a description maybe. And then here we'll do like their passions or their hobbies. What do they like doing? And then it's kind of like conveyor belt stuff at that point, isn't it? So it's like, what is it that they're doing? Every communication will be the same. It will be the sex, so it's like male or female, their age, you know, like they're 70, they passed with a heart attack, you know, they were just normal, and they didn't really do anything. They liked working in the garden. And you start to realise that format can only fit so many examples. Whereas if you literally just went, I see you, I can see who you are, what's your story, what are you about? Go back to your front door scenario. As they open the door, you go, hi, and they go, hi, my name's whatever, and I'm doing a survey, or I'm here selling this, or I'm doing that, or I'm here to read the gas meter, you immediately know why they're there, because the communication has taken place. And this is all you have to do in mediumship, is as you open the door, is ask what it is that you want to know. I want to know their story. I want to know what they feel like and their personality and their characters. What does the person in front of me remember about you? And then immediately that story can unfold. You literally have to be like that curtain twitcher, but only in the spirit world. You have to be nosy. You have to sort of, if they've got bags with them, get in the bags. If they've got, they look like they've got stuff in their pockets, then take it out of their pockets. You know, try and work your mediumship. They're there to give you the information. They will not give you it if you're just stood there like that and going, they're not saying anything, I don't know what to do. They're literally waiting for you to go, what is it you want to know? Ask me your questions and what is it you want to know. And from there, they will unfold it. So you can stick to the format. I'll quickly put it up here again. It's kind of lame, and we're kind of used to seeing it now. And, you know, the churches are, or the congregations are falling by the wayside at the moment. We kind of need a little bit more depth now. And for those of you that ask about deeper evidence and stronger links, this format literally can't do it for you. It has to be their story. And if you can understand that you can ask and receive questions and answers, then very quickly your mediumship will change gear. It will be much more in depth. It will be much more unique to the individual. It's not a generic grey-haired old lady that bakes cakes and she loves you a lot kind of scenario. There will be much more in your communication, and that is the reason I do these videos. So if you like this video, please give it the thumbs up. It really, really does help the channel. Comment, which will even makes YouTube algorithm aware that I am there, to then recommend the video out there. If you're not already subscribed, obviously subscribe and click that notification bell. And I will see you all in the next video.